NBA's 2020 free agency period started just 48 hours after the draft, and there's already been a flurry of activity. As the chaos continues, let's discuss a few terms and phrases that we always hear during this time. But first, a big shout out to our sponsors for this episode, Under Armour. They were kind enough to send us some giveaways for you, our loyal viewers. And this week, we're giving away a pair of shoes. That's right, if you're 10 and a half, these could go to you. If you want to find out how to win, stick with me till the end of the episode. Now let's begin. Free agency. What exactly is it? What does free agency mean? Well, free agency is usually the period where fans like us constantly refresh our feeds for breaking news. Every player in the NBA is under a contract, but those contracts eventually end. When that contract does end, that player becomes a free agent, giving them a chance to sign a new contract with the current team or a new contract somewhere else. Usually, there's a 6-day period where teams can negotiate with agents and players. Other things that happen during that 6-day moratorium are signing of first-round draft picks, restricted free agents accepting a qualifying offer from their current team or signing an offer sheet with a new team, players signing minimum salary contracts, teams waiving players or claiming players waived by other teams. Player and team options. A player option is exactly what it sounds like. It's a stipulation in the player's contract that gives him the power to decide whether he wants to stay one more year with the same team or become an unrestricted free agent. On the other hand, there's a team option, which is not as common as a player option. This gives the team the right to keep the player for another year. Now let's talk about the difference between restricted and unrestricted free agents. A restricted free agent is a player who can sign an offer sheet with any team, but his original team has the right of first refusal. When a restricted free agent wants to sign with another team, he and the new team sign an offer sheet, which is given to the player's original team. The original team then has 2 days to match that offer. If they do match, the player becomes under contract with the original team behind the principal terms of the offer sheet. If the original team doesn't match that offer, that player signs a contract with a new team. Meanwhile, an unrestricted free agent can sign with basically any team that gives him an offer. Now here is a term that I'm sure you hear every time free agency rolls around. Salary cap. What exactly is the salary cap? Well, the salary cap is a figure that depends on the CBA or the collective bargaining agreement. The salary cap limits the amount of money any team can spend. There are a lot of exceptions and some teams have more cap space than others, but this fixed amount helps keep league-wide parity. Through trades and various payroll exceptions though, teams have been able to go above the cap. If teams go over the salary cap, then they have to pay the league a luxury tax. That pretty much means, in theory, teams spending above the luxury tax level are being reckless and at times over-leveraging their big market advantage. That's why they have to pay a fee. I know, it still might be a bit confusing, but I hope we cleared some of those terms up in this brief explainer. Don't worry, we're going to be coming up with more videos over the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. And of course, we still have those off-season previews that we've been doing with Elvis, Julo, and Jeff, so please watch out for those. In the meantime, if you want to win these, all you have to do is, number 1, follow Under Armour on Instagram, that's at Under Armour Southeast Asia. Number 2, like this video. And number 3, leave a comment on this video. Tell us what you think about this year's free agency. Good luck, folks. We'll announce a winner next week. Once again, this is Enzo from Boy Basket. Thank you to Under Armour, and you be excellent to each other.